Hello. So this is the video for letting everyone know that uh, a few questions I got from my last videos. For example, someone from economics background wants to do PhD in that specific subject. So he or she has asked what to do for pursuing a PhD. Also, one from physics honors has asked me to tell in detail about what to do for pursuing research in physics or for pursuing higher studies. And also, what are the possible things, like what are the possible uh, fellowships one can get for pursuing research in a particular discipline when he or she is carrying out the research work in any field, either in arts or science. So, for a generalized thing, for doing PhD or for pursuing research in any field, whether it is arts, Bengali, English, all science, history, geography, economics, or in any science stream like physics, chemistry, math, biology, you need to do a graduation like honors, and after that you need to go for either a integrated course, that is integrated MSc and PhD, or after completing your MSc you can directly admit take admission for PhD. So these are the two paths. Now for integrated PhD, that is after completing graduation for 3 years, one can appear for different competitive exams like uh, those are JAM, that is both for integrated PhD and for MSc also, in different NIT, IIT, and integrated PhD in some institutions like ISAR or IISc. And another thing is you can do a master's in any university or any research institution or any IIT, NIT, ISAR, and do a PhD after qualifying some examination which are there for PhD qualification in India. So first is there are two parts of the whole thing which I am going to tell now. One is what are the things to pursue PhD for any discipline, and second is fellowship for during this long time period of pursuing PhD or post PhD studies, post PhD researches. So first is for pursuing PhD in any discipline, you need to do a graduation, then masters for direct admission to PhD, or you can do a graduation, after that you can take a integrated PhD course that is included for both masters and PhD. So this is one thing for pursuing PhD. And the second, which is one of the most important thing, is the fellowship. Yes, it is a long term journey, almost 5 years, or sometimes it takes more than that. Maybe 6 years or 7 years one can take for completing, depending on the subject or the uh, time takes for doing the research in the particular field. So usually, as far as I know, 5 years is sufficient for carrying out PhD if someone is serious from the beginning. But sometimes, depending on different perspectives or the difficulties of the subject, it takes a bit more time. So this is the thing. Now for fellowship, one is the CSIR or UGC net. This is the UGC thing is for the arts thing, and CSIR thing is usually UGC thing is not only the arts thing, the both the arts and science, and for science there is another fellowship similar, that is CSIR. Means all these things belongs to a particular examination, that is NET, but for the art subjects, the fellowship granting thing is called NTA net, and for science it is either UGC or CSR. So if someone qualifies only net for assistant professor and for doing PhD only, then the fellowship in university is quite low, that is 8,000 per month. And another thing is, if someone qualifies with a bit more marks, the more cutoff than the JRF, then he or she can get the Junior Research Fellowship Award, and they can get a fellowship of around 35,000 at the beginning, plus the HRA if he or she is not staying in the institution hostel. So this is both for CSIR UGC, that is both for science and arts thing. This for 35,000 plus HRA. Now for this someone need to have a good preparation so that he or she can qualify the JRF. And in JRF, after 2 years, it is upgraded to the SRF, that is Senior Research Fellowship. Then the fellowship is 42,000 per plus HRA. HRA depends based on the city where one is doing the research. Now another thing for getting fellowship is for arts it is not applicable. For science stream the exam is GATE. So for after qualifying GATE one can apply for PhD, and if he or she is qualified for the PhD, then they get a institution fellowship, and that is the same amount of fellowship which is obtained for CSR or UGC JRF case. So these are the two things. And another thing which is again for science stream, and this is called Prime Minister Research Fellowship, and this is the highest paid fellowship in India. And essentially this scheme is introduced for preventing the brain drain, so that the students, the talented students do not go to abroad after completing their masters. And here the fellowship, I do not know the exact amount, it is around 75,000 at the beginning. And here the TAship, like teaching in some college, is also involved after getting this fellowship. So these are the usual fellowships. Depending on the stream, there are some other fellowships also. One can check, and usually for science stream the number of ways one can get fellowship is more, I will say, than the art streams. So these are all about fellowships. And there are some other fellowship also, like if someone has got an Inspire fellowship in after the 12th, this is again for science stream, then also he or she can do a PhD based on the Inspire fellowship. Here again the amount is same, that is 35,000 plus HRA per month at the beginning. And other than this, right now I am unable to recall other things. Mostly these are all about the fellowships. And yeah, for integrated PhD thing, after qualifying JAM, there are some institutions like some ISRs are there. They have this integrated PhD course, both MS plus PhD. So here for 2 years they get some around 18,000 per month, and after that they get usual the institute fellowship thing, that is the 35,000 plus HRA. So these are all about the fellowships for pursuing higher studies, that is PhD, once someone completes their masters or graduation. So that's all. Thank you.